I want to address something.
Yeah.
A while ago,
What happened?
I did a podcast with Schmitty the Clam and Cracked editor Christy Harrison. I very boldly said a couple of things. I first of all said, like, a lot of stuff is up in the air, so we don't know everything. But then I also said, Sanders definitely won't be the nominee. Donald Trump 1,000% won't be the nominee. That is what I said. Mm-hmm. And I said it into a recording device, and we preserved it forever. I think my bold stance at the time was it was going to be Biden v. Bush.
Mm-hmm. That is a bold stance.
Since then, a lot of people on Twitter keep saying, remember that time you said Donald Trump was going to be gone in August? Yeah. Simultaneously, you wrote...
I made some predictions back then,
a very long time ago. You said that everyone should be worried about Donald Trump.
Because he's just like Hitler.
Yeah.
A couple people have come back and said maybe I was onto something. I don't need either of you to apologize, obviously.
I do want to apologize for when I was on that podcast, I said that it would probably be Marco Rubio as the Republican nominee, and I did not realize he's just like a suit that walks around.
I like that he kind of went out on the road hitting open mics, making Trump jokes. Like something he'd never done at any point in the campaign. And he was just like, I'm going to try it finally.
He came on the mic and was like, look at Donald Trump. He's got small hands. You know what they say about small hands? And everyone in the audience is like, small dick, small dick, small dick. He's like, you can't trust him. Rubio.
That's his first misdirect joke. Very exciting.
Modern elections is such a new thing. Like, we only have 40 some odd presidents. No one is going to be good at predicting elections just because the sample size is so friggin' tiny. Yeah. And then it gets even smaller when you're like, oh, well, we want to talk about modern campaigns. And then even smaller when you say, we want to talk about modern campaigns that have been around while the internet is around.
Right.
So,
we have one president from them.
Right. We have one. So, like,
pretty much.
So you can't really blame me if I got it wrong. Is I think what I'm trying to say, man.
I don't think if I'd predicted anything else about the election, I'd have been right. Because I definitely thought if it wasn't Trump, it was going to be Bush.
Yeah.
Because he's a Bush. If any Bush was ever going to win, Jeb probably would have been the one we wanted. Like, we shouldn't get too excited that he's out of the race.
Jeb Bush, to me, this election was... me, a person who plays by the rules, and he's also like the entire Stark family from Game of Thrones, where he's like, I'm doing the right thing, I'm following the rules, I have honor, everyone said I'm supposed to be the guy, and here's a scroll that says I'm supposed to be the guy, what's happening? Donald Trump's like, you f***ing idiot.
When he dropped out of the race, there's this photo of him surrounded by followers, and he's got this look on his face like he is just gonna go record a rap album or something. Really? It's like the most aggressive look. Like, yeah, it's a great photo.
He just did a tweet where it said America, and there was a picture of a gun that said Governor Jeb Bush on it, and then it seemed like he was very sad. In it, like, as subtext of that, like, see, this is a country. I have to put my name on a gun. Otherwise, I can't run for president.
Like, his wife definitely bought him that gun for a gift. And just, the guy was like, we do engraving. Oh, yeah. I think he liked that. Yeah. And he opened it and was like, oh, America. Tweeted it out. He was subtweeting his wife.
Yeah. Also, very hard gun to commit crimes with. Your name is on the thing.
Yeah. I found it was a stripped of prints. They used ammonia to get rid of the prints and all the DNA. It was thrown in a lake. But it said Governor Jeb Bush on it. So we got some leads. All right, now that Bush is out,
right,
I feel like we need to do more predictions for what we think is going to happen with these other candidates. So the field is narrowing.
Yeah.
What do we think is going to happen? I'm still Biden Bush. Here we go.
I believe Donald Trump is going to get the nomination. Unless there's some kind of backdoor deal at the convention, which I think would be chaos.
That's what I think is going to happen, because that's the only explanation I have for why all these people are still in the race, why Rubio and Cruz are still in the race, because you're not going to pick up the amount of delegates you need in just Florida.
Right.
But you stay in long enough to have a brokered convention where we throw out both the popular vote and the delegates. And the party just sort of decides who their nominee is going to be. I don't know why else Cruz and Rubio are still here.
Right, they want it to be like an 1800s convention where like you just kind of do primaries and then boss tweet is like, this guy. Like,
Arthur. We like Arthur. Yeah, Arthur's our guy.
There's no way Trump doesn't go independent. You think if they don't nominate him, he's just going to go, okay.
He's bought himself free media coverage for the next 4 to 8 years to say, here's what current President Clinton is doing. Here's what I would have done better. Like, he's going to be a troll for the next 4 to 8 years saying what he would have done had he been president.
I also, in my head, when you said he'd be a troll for the next 4 to 8 years, I was like, what next? And it's probably like he's a Pokemon and just becomes his next form of troll after that, you know? Like, he has extra arms now and tweets 3 ways. We have like 8 candidates and none of them are people who have a clear national path to win the presidency.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is weird because one of them gets to be president eventually.
Yeah.
Go down the line, starting with Adam. I want, who do you think are going to be the 2 nominees, and then who do you think is going to win? Adam, go.
The 2 nominees will be Trump and Clinton, and Trump wins.
Oof.
I think it's
Sorry,
going to be
America.
I think it's going to be Clinton and Trump, and then just the whole nation will awake. They'll be like, oh, what have I been doing? We'll all be in bathrobes on our lawns, like, oh my God, I'm a real person, I forgot.
I thought it was The Matrix, but it's not. I got to change my vote.
And we'll pick not Donald Trump.
Yeah. I'm going Clinton, Rubio, and I'm saying Clinton's going to win. Bold. Always go bold.
Hey, you guys, thanks so much for watching. This responds about the election. In the comments, let us know who you think is right about what's going to happen in this election. It could be any of the 3 of us.
Probably Adam.
Probably.
Historically, it's been Adam, so.
Historically. I like how that sounds. That's amazing.